Hello guys, in this video tutorial basically I will be covering one of the topic from Cisco Identity Service Engine device. The topic also belongs to CCIE Security version 4 uh, and is also a part of CCANP Security, the new series 300 series exams. It belongs to SISAS module, Secure Access module from CCNP Security. Also, this topic belongs to the specialist certification for ISE, which all right. So the topic basically is enrolling Cisco ISE for certificates. Okay, so basically you will be generating a certificate signing request on your Cisco ISE, which you would be taking that particular certificate, you would be enrolling to the CA server and will try to download the identity certificate and the root certificate of the CA. Following this, in the same lab, I will demonstrate how to deploy the ISE and high availability mode. Okay, so basically using these certificates, how can you register your device with another device? All right, so basically let's take a look. Well, basically I have two devices here. One is ISE and the another one, the name is ISE 2. Okay, uh, the two devices are here. This is the first device. So if you guys check, let me show you the running config of my device. Now this is my first device. Okay, and that's my domain name over here, and that's the IP address of this device, 130. I have another device over here which is right here. And if you closely notice, this device is 129, and even this belongs to the same domain name, cciacademy.com. It's 129 here. For both the devices, the name server is .75. Okay, which is this Microsoft Active Directory server. All right, so for checking the certificates, basically you would be going to administrative tools and certificate authority. Okay, when basically we haven't issued any of the certificates. Well, that's good. Okay, so what we do now is from this device, definitely I'm able to resolve from this PC, the admin PC, I'm able to resolve the names of these two devices. So if I say ping ice.cciacademy.com, it's resolved to 130, and if I say ice2, then it resolves to 129. That's good. So when you do HTTPS to these devices, so that's the first device over here, ICE, and you're connected. See, you get the certificate error because the certificate, it's a default certificate what ICE is using. I'll show you that certificate, and the browser here is not able to validate or verify the identity of this particular site. So hence it's showing you this invalid certificate error. This is another device. So that's the first device, CISE. It's too slow. Okay, this is ISE 1, and basically this is in a standalone mode, and that's another device. Sorry. Good. So this is ISE 2, and this is again in standalone mode. Okay, so very first thing, let's get back to ISE 1. Okay, so first thing, go to administration, go to deployments. Very first, we will change this. This is in standalone mode, and sorry, if you remember, just now I mentioned that we are going to register the nodes. So if you read this carefully, to register other nodes, you must first edit this node, which is ISE 1, and change its admin role to primary. So basically, we need to convert this node from standalone to primary. Okay, so select edit, move it from standalone to primary. Done. Scroll down and save. Okay, this might take some time. So it's saved and it's in primary mode right now. Another thing what we have to create is we have to create node group. So let's create a node group over here. I'll say PSN1, I'll say PSN group, sorry, group 1. Give some multicast address to, let's say, 223.4.5.6, and I'll just quickly submit this. Oh, sorry, not 222, let's say 233, and submit this. It's created. You can check it here, PSN. All right, now once you have done this, you can go to certificates over here. So click on certificates. First thing, go to certificate signing request. So right now, presently, this is the certificate that is being used. So when we make this HTTPS connection, the certificate presented by Cisco ISE to the browser is this certificate, for which there is no verification, because this is a self-signed certificate. You read here, self-signed. So basically it can't be validated by the browser. So what we do is we click over here and we generate a certificate signing request, CSR. We call it CSR. Click on this. Common name, ice.cciacademy.com. Let's say organizational unit is learning partners. Let's say country equals to India. Quickly submit this. There you go. So basically you can see it right in here. Okay, what I'll do is Okay, let me finish it on ISE 1 and I'll quickly revise it on ISE 2. So what we do here is select this, try to export the certificate, download, save. Let's view it in the, it's right here. Let me delete the remaining ones to avoid the confusion. Is this certificate? You can open this certificate. So basically this has the key. Copy this particular key. Go to your server. So basically you need to HTTP. That's my server. Okay. Request for a certificate. We are requesting a certificate for us. So click on request a certificate. Advanced certificate request. Paste the public key over here and submit your request. Your request ID is 7. Well, now what you can do is you can go to your Active Directory server because the request has been already been submitted. You go to your server, it's right here. Go to pending request and you will see certificate with sequence number 7. You can right click all task and issue this certificate. If you go to issued certificates, you would see certificate number 7, which was requested by ISE 1 is issued. So what you can do is you can go back and get your certificate. So go back to the same URL and say view the status of a pending certificate request. Click on this link. Download it in base64 encoded format. Click on download certificate. I would prefer to save as this file. I will, okay, let me do one thing. I'll just create one new folder here. Demo set. Okay. I'll save the certificates in this folder and the name of the certificate I'll keep as ice.ccicacademy.com. That's my identity certificate for first ISE machine. Save it. Okay. Now that's your identity certificate and you can look at it in this folder. It's right here. Okay. Now another thing what you need to do is you need to download the root certificate of your CA server, which you download from the third link, download CA certificate. Click on this, base64, download a CA certificate and you get it here. You can save it as, Windows C, or I'll say C. Yeah, no. Okay, let me save it as Win80. Fine. You can save it in the same folder. So if you go back to the same folder, there's another file. This is your root certificate of your CA server. This is your certificate of device. Okay. Now we have these two certificates. Go to your device. Go to certificate store. First upload your CA certificate. So all these are well-known CA certificates already present on ISE. You can upload, you can say import, browse to the same folder, download cert and upload your server certificate. Friendly name I'll say Win80. I'll say trust, yes. The Windows 80 CA server. Submit this. Well, you see it's been marked as a trust. Now what you need to do is you need to, following this, you need to go to local certificates. 1 minute. Yeah, you need to go to local certificates, add, you say bind a CA signed certificate. Do we have a CA signed certificate? Yes, just now we downloaded the identity certificate, which is this particular certificate. So we bind it, we bring it here, How? Click on bind CA signed certificate, browse to the same certificate, it's right here, open and give some name, ISE 1. The same certificate I'll use when I will be doing this HTTPS connection. Right now you see certificate error here. Okay, after this you won't get the certificate error over here, so I just click on OK, use the same certificate, submit. The system will restart now, will be logged out while restart. Okay, so you are actually logged out from this, you still have that certificate error. So to avoid this or to make this function properly, what you need to do is, give me a minute, you need to go to options, internet options. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to upload the CA certificate, the root certificate. So basically you go to privacy, no, you go to content, certificates, trusted root authorities. I already have the certificate. What I'll do for you guys is I'll just remove this and I'll again import the root certificate. So root certificate, go click on next, browse, it's right here, open, next, next, finish. Give some time, it will ask you to whether to add or not. Sorry. Okay, so well, we can accept this. Yes, import was successful and you can see the certificate right here. Now that's your root certificate. Close. Okay, now when this ISE will present the certificate will get validated by the browser, because browser, the certificate what ISE will present will be signed by the same CA server for which we already have the root certificate. So you can try to refresh this page and if you can get to the device, you would see the certificate is validated. Give it some time. Now this is taking time because the service is reinitializing. Well, when you come back to the same device URL, you see that it's marked, and if you click here, has identified. Okay, so this is your root certificate which validates your ISE certificate. Okay, so you can click on this certificate and you can view. It says it's ISE, it belongs to this, and it's signed by this CA server. ISE.cciacademy.com, learning partners, country India, and here is your public key. All right, so sorry. Similarly, what I'm going to do is, so now this will be a kind of revision. So we are on this second device which we will keep in standalone mode only. I will go to admin and certificates, same process. I'll go to certificate signing request. Sorry, I'll go to local certificates, generate a certificate signing request, common name ISE2, learning partners country. Submit this. Okay, you can go to certificate signing request. You can export this, open this particular file because this has the public key. You take this public key, go to CS server, request for your certificate, submit your public key. Your request number is 8. Go to CS server, issue this certificate number 8 because this belongs to ISE 2. So I am issuing this. It's issued. You can go back to the browser and check the status of your request, view the status of your pending certificate request, and as it's issued you will be able to download it. So just quickly download this and save as sorry, ISE 2. Save it to the same folder. So once you have done this, you need to upload it. So first upload the root certificate, which you do it by going to import, browsing to the particular certificate, which is this Windows AD certificate, giving some name, say Windows submit. It's here. Finally go to local certificates and bind, basically upload the CA signed certificate, which is ISE 2. Submit. Okay, I was in the wrong folder. Okay, open. Okay, saved. You will be logged out for some time, so let it be. Meanwhile, we'll work on this device ISE 1, so give it some time. You can go back to deployment. Sorry. Okay, so ISE 2 is back. Now here also you won't get any certificate error because the certificate what ISE will present, for that root certificate is already available, so you should not get any certificate error. So we are back, we are connected back to the device, and if you guys will notice over here, identifies ISE 2. So that's the second device. So we have successfully enrolled for the certificate. We got the identity certificate from the CS server. We installed the root certificate in the browser. Now the next task here is to register the nodes. So for that you can come to the first device, ISE 1. Click here, click on register an ISE node. Give the name of the second device, which is ISE2.CCI Academy. Give the logins and click on next. Come to this page. Over here you can leave it as secondary, no issues, and you can allow it to join PSN1. Now this is node 2. What we are doing is for node 2. Okay, the second node, ISE2.CCI Academy. Now what you can do is you can just scroll down and you can submit. Well, the registering, if the node has enough of configuration, the registering and copying it to the another device might take time. But as in my case, both the nodes are blanks and there's not much of config, so it shouldn't take a lot of time. So hopefully it should come up in some time. Yeah, it's there. Okay. Will be synced to the node, and then application server will be restarted on the nodes. May take several minutes to complete. Okay, and if you closely notice over here, this is connected and this is still in progress. You guys get this? Okay, so if you give some time, you would see even this node status as connected. Now that's your ISE2. So give it some time. Okay, well, as I mentioned, it takes some time, so we are back and you see both the devices are synced. Okay, in case if you want to deregister it, it's quite easy. Just select and click on deregister. Okay, so that's it on this video. You see that ISE1 is in primary role and ISE2 is in secondary role when you are logged out from here. Alright, fine. It will take some time. I forgot the password. Okay, fine. That's it for this one. This video, and you see that the two ISE are registered. So a quick review back. You need to go to your certificates. This device, the first one was in primary mode. The second was in standalone mode. Apart from that, you need to go to local certificates and generate a certificate signing request. On doing this, you need to go and download the CA certificate, which you upload in this folder, certificate stores, right here, and your signed certificate you upload in local certificates and bind CA signed certificate. Now in case you feel like you want to remove it and you want to retry this lab, you won't be able to delete this certificate so easily, because this has the protocols enabled. If you look closely, look here, HTTPS and E protocols are enabled for this particular certificate. So even if you try to delete this, you are not allowed. All right, so what you would need to do in such case is you go to this primary certificate, the default self-signed certificate. These two protocols enable here. Now if you will check here, let me just show you quickly. If you will see, those two protocols are disabled over here. You enable the protocols over here and the protocols will get disabled over here, and then that's when you can delete this certificate. All right, I hope the video was helpful. Okay, see you in another video. Thank you.